Okay, we're live.
Got it. Perfect. Alrighty, everyone. Well, good morning. Thank you guys for tuning into our SGA Legislative Meeting today on Friday, September 25th at 10 a.m. I will call this meeting to order at 10:01 a.m. I will move on to our Pledge of Allegiance. We now give time before the meeting to recognize those who wish to recite the pledge, reminding those in attendance that they are not required to do so. So on the count of three, we can go ahead and do so. 1, 2, and 3. I pledge allegiance
to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alrighty, thank you guys. I will move on to our roll call and establishment of quorum. So President, me, I am definitely present. I have our Vice President of Menifee Valley Campus, Nicholas Singh. Is he present?
Yeah, I'm present.
Perfect. Thank you, Nick. I do have our Vice President of San Antonio Campus, Victoria Ann Caballero. Is she on the line? No, she's not. Okay. So she's Stephanie, you can mark her down as tardy. I do have our student trustee, Ariana Rodriguez.
Here.
Perfect, thank you. Our Commissioner of College Activities, Janelle Beza.
Here.
Perfect. Our Commissioner of Financial Affairs, Tracy.
Here.
Perfect. Our Commissioner of Institutional Effectiveness, Stephanie.
Here.
Perfect. Our Commissioner of Public Relations, Cassin.
Here.
Got it, thank you. Our Senator of Financial Affairs, Thomas.
Here.
Thank you. Our Senator of Financial Affairs as well, Alexis.
Here.
Thank you. And then lastly, our Senator of Public Relations, Daly.
Present.
Perfect, thank you, Daly. And I will move on to our SGA advisors, Associate Dean of Student Services, Maya Cardenas. She will not be present. She will be back soon though. I do have also as well our Dean of Student Services. I'll get that fixed. Brian Stucker, I don't believe he's on the line. No, okay. So he is absent. I do have our SGA advisor, Jose Hernandez.
Here.
Perfect. Our second SGA advisor, Suzanne Ortega.
Here.
Perfect. And then lastly, our SGA advisor, Marisela Magana.
Here.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. I will move on to our approval of minutes. I did send out the approval of the minutes for the last week's meeting and our agenda meeting this week. I know there was just a little confusion. One document didn't have the starting time, but we did get that fixed and Stephanie did reply to those. So if you guys would like to please motion to approve the minutes. Anyone would like to motion, please?
I motion.
Perfect. And that is for Ariana. And can I have a second, please?
I second.
Oh, who was that? It is Janelle, right?
Janelle, yeah.
Perfect, thank you. And then we have our approval of minutes confirmed. Perfect. Alrighty, guys, I will move on to our board reports and information items. So our reports are to be limited to 1 minute each. Additional time can be allotted with a motion and a second from the Senate. I will start with our advisory reports. Advisors, what's good?
I can go ahead and go first. So thank you all
Perfect.
so much. Happy Friday. So I will keep mine super brief so that way we can move on to the fun stuff with Rebecca Arlowski. Thank you so much for joining us today. There was an emergency board meeting that took place yesterday, and I just thought I'd make you all aware of it as they did discuss what the spring semester is going to look like. So I will go ahead and share that link here in the chat, but those are all my reports for today. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Marisela. Suzanne, Jose, any reports today?
Yeah, mine's also. Oh, go ahead, Suzanne.
Mine's super short. So I just wanted to mention again, I know I sent it out to you all, but Food for Thought is happening on campus again this fall. There's going to be 4 dates. They're going to be alternating between campuses. October 8th is the first day at the San Jacinto campus, and they're all going to be from 3 to 5 p.m. So just refer to that flyer that I sent you all yesterday. That's all I have.
Got it. Thank you, Suzanne. And Jose.
Yes, a super brief report comment. Happy Friday, everyone. I just want to thank all of those who were helping with the Club Rush events this week. So I heard some great feedback, I heard those went well. And again, a big thank you to SGA for stepping up and really being a part of those. So thank you so much for that. And I think that's it. More of what I want to talk about is in the discussion. So thank you.
Got it. Thank you, Jose. Alrighty, I will move on to our executive officer reports. Any executive officer reports today?
Yes. Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. So I don't have anything so big to report, but just so you know, the leadership conference just started yesterday, but you still can register. And fun fact, you can pick the sessions that you want to go. You don't have to attend to every single one. It's not mandatory. Again, it's free. And it's just to get more inside information on how to develop your leadership. So that started today. Again, if you want the link on how to register, let me know, okay? And that's it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Ariana. Any other executive officer reports today?
Yes.
Perfect. Go ahead, Captain.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we had our committee meeting on a Thursday. I just wanted to update everyone. It was cut a little short because we had to get ready for some events, but we talked about virtual events and making some flyers. So we're on top of the flyers right now and getting some flyers made right now. And that was honestly all we went over because it was only 30 minutes and I had a lot going on, but a lot on the agenda. But we did also make a link tree for our SGA Instagram. So we will have more links. So if anyone has any links they want shared onto our link tree, feel free to send me an email or any ideas. I'm totally open to feedback. And that ends my report.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Captain. Any other executive officer reports?
I have a report to share. So we
Got it. Go
still
ahead.
decide on the what dates and times works for us for the virtual town hall meeting. So I'm gonna insert the survey in the chat. So I would encourage everyone to fill that out. And that's about all. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Danielle. Any other executive officer reports? Going
Yeah.
once?
Can I add
yes,
something?
go ahead.
Okay, so sorry. So yesterday
you're
we
good.
had our second IE meeting, and Jose brought up a really great idea of creating a type of Google Doc or Google slide. So I'll be sharing that for everyone. And for that, it's just to basically create a little summary about what happened in our meetings, because I know that some of us can't make it and we just want to be up to date. So yeah, that's what we have in plan. I will be discussing more with the rest of the SGA advisors on how that will work. But yeah, that's something that we definitely have in mind.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Any other executive officer reports?
I don't have anything special to report. I would say more when we discuss agenda items.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you so much, Tracy. Alrighty, going once, going twice, and perfect. I will move on to our legislative reports. Any senators would like to report?
Yeah, I'll go. So as Casson said, yeah, we had our committee meeting for public relations, and as she said, we're also making an on top of flyers. So I made a flyer via Google Doc for, I think it was the music hour that was talked in activities, and I'm gonna try to also make one via Canva, I think it's called, just to like compare them and see how I like them both, and then I'll send those to you guys. And then also I think this was touched in the beginning of the meeting, but the topic about MSJC's like next fall semester, I was able to get that out and post on the story last night. But yeah, we can also post that, I feel like, on our main page too. So that's it.
Perfect. Thank you, Daly. And any other senators? Alrighty. I forgot to give my report on executive officer, so I'll just go ahead and just, turn it back a little. So hi, everyone. I just wanted to report on a few events that I attended this week. I had a meeting with Dr. Schultz and Dr. Colson about our next virtual town hall. That would be a collaboration between SGA and MSJC faculty. So this is currently in the works. And as Janelle said, I would really appreciate if you guys could complete the availability survey that she sent out in the chat as soon as possible. That way we can gather dates and times. I want to make sure that we have, a great availability and that the majority of SGA is present for the virtual town hall. So please complete that as soon as possible. I also attended the virtual club rush. I thought it was really cool. We did have a lot of students in the days that I was there, and it's just really a great opportunity to meet with students, especially during this virtual environment. So I will give kudos in our kudos section, but I also attended our Latinx panel that occurred this week. Is really interesting and informative. I also attended our Fita de Kappa meeting, which was also great. I'm usually there only like about twice a month, just because I do have our board of trustees meetings and they like conflict in time. But it was a great meeting as well. And then I also attended our emergency board meeting that occurred yesterday. And then, as you all know, spring will be online, with the majority of classes being online, but there will be an increase in online real-time classes. So please make sure that we are letting students know that there will be an increase in those for students who want live lectures and need more support from our staff. So please make sure to get the word out on that. And that concludes my report so far. And I will move on to our committee reports. Any committees would like to report? Going once, going twice. Alrighty, I will move on to our virtual events. Any virtual events besides Club Rush? Okay, not everyone at once.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, so
you're good.
it's not an event. It's not an event, but it's a workshop. So those who are planning on transferring, there's workshops happening throughout the weeks about UC applications. If you have just a general question, if you need help, assistance. I know the Career Reference Center Instagram has been posting, and I know SGA has been posting the dates, like we were sharing. So if you're interested, I will highly recommend. I went to one of them, and they're really helpful. They take their time to really go through your application with you. So that's a plus to make sure that everything is good to go. So take advantage of those.
Perfect. And Caston, I believe you wanted to go ahead as well, correct?
Yeah. Okay. So I have a few announcements for virtual events. So I check our school calendar every single day. I recommend everyone does that because it's super cool how much we have going on at our school. I think it's amazing. And so I don't know if no word was spread out about this, but our bookstore is doing an online clothing sale. And I think it might be in person, but I would recommend the online one because they're doing free shipping as well. And like a t-shirt for MSJC is like $6.50, guys. It's so awesome. I mean, yeah. So if anyone needs some MSJC swag, now is a perfect time to get some. And also we're gonna be doing like you guys so there's gonna be a movie drive-in nights. So that's gonna be really fun. I recommend people go to that. I'm trying to pull up the exact details on that. I'll probably link them below. And so, oh yep, 1 second. So the first one is this Friday. It's called Mi Familia, and Greece is on October 3rd. I really want to go to that one. And Milk, I don't know which one is that, but oh, it's for Pride Week. That's awesome. It's Tuesday, October 6th, and the Goonies is October 16th. The Sandlot is October 17th, and last but definitely not least, The Nightmare Before Christmas is free on October 30th. So that's for that, and that concludes my report.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Captain. Alrighty, I will move on to our SGA feedback, Securities, Confessions, and Concerns. This time is reserved for discussions among SGA legislators related to feelings, thoughts, intergroup dynamics, and group norms. Items on the agenda may not be discussed during this time. So anyone want to give any kudos, confessions, concerns? Your time is here.
I will share with Maricela's report. I know a lot of students are concerned about what's gonna be spring semester, those who are graduating, like what's gonna happen with the graduation. I would say to keep sharing that those like the brown bag, the town hall, that they can talk with the staff and faculty, that they can have those one-on-one conversation, ask a lot of questions. I would say watch them, listen to them, and you're gonna have your questions answered, and just share them with your friends, because it's so important. I mean, myself right now, like this week for me, it's been so weird. Like my brother is in the hospital, and I've been not as active this week as I usually am. So it can happen to everybody, to be like, what's going on in campus? So going back to those videos, and they're on YouTube, you can just go back whenever you want, grab a snack, and they're not even that long. I know me and Brian were on that meeting yesterday, and it was so fast. We were like, oh, that's it? So just watch those videos, ask your questions, and again, me and Brian are really involved on what's going on with the whole situation of what's going to happen, what are the updates. So if you have any question, please send those to us, and we will make sure to get those answered.
Yes, definitely. Echoing what Ariana said, me and Ariana are always, if not always present in the Board of Trustees meeting, and they usually last about 3 hours. So we were pretty surprised that yesterday they only lasted like 30 minutes. So it was pretty short. But yes, that's definitely a concern. So students, make sure that you are aware that spring 2021 will most likely be online. And if you do have any questions about the instruction or any support or resources, please make sure that you attend our next virtual town hall, which should be sometime in October. So there is not a date yet or a time, but I will definitely let you guys know, and we'll definitely share that out once we do have that secured. But I know that is a concern that many students do have. I would also have to agree that I do think that that is the least disruptive path that the board can take. Because I do know that it will be pretty disruptive if if the board for some reason decides to go half online, half in person, and then all of a sudden, if we do have a spike, it's going to cause a disruption in the students' education, especially trying to get the students back to online. And that's not what they want. They want to make sure that they can fix everything that they can right now, so that next semester everything moves pretty smoothly. So if you do have any concerns or questions, please feel free to reach out to me, Ariana, or anyone in SGA. You can also email our student life email, which is at sldp@msgc.edu. Any kudos, confessions, or concerns from you guys before we move on? Captain, go ahead.
Well, I've been fun, but like, if I seem a little off or absent, I'm not trying to be, just my family is going through a whole lot right now, and like it's a bit hard trying to juggle like what's going on at home and like school and SGA and work, which I'm doing fine. Just if I seem a little absent or a little distracted, it's because there's a lot going on. I just wanted to say that to everyone. Like, I'm okay and stuff. It's just like trying to balance everything out while adjusting to what's going on. It's been kind of difficult, if that makes sense. So yeah.
No worries, Justin. I know that you can always count on us. You can always let us know. You can reach out to us. We have our group chat. You have my number. You can go ahead and contact me. We're here for you, and our advisors are here for you as well. But make sure that you also take care of yourself. And if you do need some time off, take some time off. We all need to, we all need that time to really refresh. And we're here for you, Caston.
Thank you.
No worries. And I just want to give a quick kudos to Janelle. We worked on the presentation for our club brush remix this week, and I just want to give a little shout out to her. She's really great, and I just want to give a kudos to her for the idea and just working with me on this one. So it was a great opportunity. And then I also want to give a shout out to Casting and Daily for promoting all the events and workshops that are going on our social media pages. They usually have everything ready to go every day when I check into Instagram. So I just want to give kudos to them as well. But if there are no kudos or confessions or concerns, I'm gonna go ahead, just give you guys a little bit more time. And I don't want to move on before, if anyone has anyone else to say. I will give you guys 5 seconds. Alrighty, guys, I will move on then to our public forum. Advisors, any public comments this week on non-agenda or agenda items?
No public comment this week.
Got it. I will go ahead and move right on to our discussion and action items. So the following items may be discussed and voted on at this time. 8 minutes per topic with 1 minute per speaker. Members of the public may speak after the discussion by the voting body has closed and before a vote by the voting body is taken. So first, we have a discussion on possible SGA scholarship for students, and we do have Rebecca Orlowski on the line. Rebecca, go ahead.
Hi guys, thanks for inviting me to join you. First off, I really would like to know what it is that you all want to do and then how I can support you in doing that. Because I know there's been different discussions, so I really would like to hear what it is all that what you guys have discussed or what you're thinking you want to do, and then see what I can do to support that.
Okay, Rebecca. So we have our financial affairs meeting this week, and our initial plan is we try to do both refund and scholarship. So maybe we have to prepare well for both this semester, so students can apply for a refund this semester and apply for scholarship next semester. So our initial plan is we want to take out maybe the maximum $5,000 for the refund. So we have already approved $1,000 last semester for our SGA Pledge for Success refund.
Yes.
So yeah, we want to do maximum like $5,000 and maybe like $100 per person.
Okay.
So we will have like 50 people. And for scholarship, we may want to do $500 per person. We know like honors program, they're giving scholarship like $500. So maybe that's a good amount of money. And for scholarship, I really want to know like how many students are chosen by donors generally, because maybe we have to choose less than 10 people, maybe, I don't know, like 6 to 7 people like that. And we also have questions regarding the application questions. I know like for refund, we have to focus on financial status, and for scholarship, we have to focus on financial status, academic performance, and other school activities. And we also want to put one question on both applications. Like we want students to share their personal stories, like how they stay positive during the pandemic and in our online learning environment. We want to hear more. And on the refund application, we may want to ask students, do they need Chromebooks? Maybe we can take more money and donate some. Yeah, and these are our initial plan, and we will adjust it later after hearing your info and your suggestions.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
I'm following. So you have a maximum of 5,000 that you've set aside, and of that 5,000, you'd like to do some refunds. In other words, like small amount grants for $100, and then you'd also like to do a few $500 scholarships. Is that correct?
So we want to do the $500 scholarship. If we're really fun, we may want to do like 100 per person, like the small grant, like $100.
Okay, so there's not two different, because I was hearing the word refund and I was hearing the word scholarship. So I just need to understand, are we talking about two different things, or are we talking about one thing?
Two different things. Refund, not refund. So it's relief.
Okay.
Refund, yeah. Refund and scholarship. Two different things.
Okay. Yeah. And are both of those coming out of the 5,000?
No. So for a refund, we want to do maximum maybe $5,000, and for scholarship, it depends on how many people we want to choose. So 500 per person, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, 3,000, something like that.
Okay. No, that's not a problem. Okay. So for the scholarships, because that's the easier conversation.
Yeah.
You're not. There is no minimum or maximum of how many students you can give a scholarship to. I have some donors that only give out one scholarship. I have other donors who give out 10, 15, 20. So you can just give a single scholarship out.
Okay.
We have some scholarships. The minimum that we'll do in a scholarship amount is generally $250. And we suggest that be paid out all at once, not split between the terms. At 500, you kind of have a choice of what you want to do. Generally, if it's 1,000 or more, we split it. So students get half in the fall and half in the spring.
Okay.
Our scholarship application just closed for the fall term. So I can't change the questions or what was asked on that application at this time. In spring, if there was like separate supplemental questions that you guys wanted to ask, I can do that, but I can't do that now.
Yeah.
What I could do though, is based on the different questions that were on the application, if you guys tell me what it is you're looking for, then we take all 260 final applications and we sort them down based on what you guys tell me you want for criteria. And then you would just review those applications.
Okay.
And that really is like whatever you guys tell me. So if you said, you know, we're looking for a student who has the greatest financial need, who is in this major, I'm just making stuff up right now. With that is like, it's really whatever you guys want. I will tell you, the broader it is, the more applications you're going to have to look at. And there are like 260 of them. So it is really more of a finite. The good thing is that in the spring, if you guys want to do a scholarship, like we could ask a very specific SGA question. And then what ends up happening is anyone that would qualify for your basics is given the opportunity to fill out that supplemental question. And then based on those answers, you could select. But I can't do that right now for fall.
Yeah, we understand. I know, like, so we want to do scholarship for spring semester.
Okay, for spring. Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, we'll just need to, what you probably want to do is create like a subcommittee that I can meet with, and we can look at what you might want to do for requirements and then bring it back to the larger board to vote on. But we can kind of discuss what are the different types of criteria you guys could look at, or I could set up a time to just meet with all of you, but we're going to want to look at, okay, these are all the questions that we currently ask. Are those going to meet what you guys want, or do we need to ask one or two supplemental questions like honors does? Honors asks some very questions for honors.
Yeah, I know honors have like a separate questions, you know. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll make note of that when we're doing our setup. So we'll set up this, we'll release the spring scholarships in December. And that's when we'll want to try and have your setup before that so that it's listed with all the other ones so that students can see that SGA has a scholarship that it's offering, because that way it markets the scholarship for you guys. We can also appeal to the general MSJC community and see if anyone wants to donate to your fund to support that scholarship.
Oh, that's great. Rebecca, one more question. Do we have to set up, like, do we have PayPal account already, or do we have to set up one?
Yeah, so the foundation owns a PayPal account. So all that ends up happening is whenever we set up for you guys to have people give to something, it just uses our account. So what'll happen is we'll create an SGA scholarship. Well, actually, we already have like your SGA Pledge for Success account. And so it has a number that's associated with that. So when they set up the PayPal, your 3-digit number is attached to every donation that comes in. And then business services knows to always put it in your account.
Okay. So I know we already have like SGA Pledge for Success Relief Fund account. I think that one's only for relief fund, not scholarship. So do we need to like set up another?
So it's really up to you guys. You can just do both out of the Pledge for Success fund. That way you don't have two separate funds. It's just how you mark your funding. That's how I do my Pledge for Success. I do scholarships out of that. I do relief funding. I do food insecurity. It all comes out of that one account. So what that allows is for you guys to fundraise in there. And then on an annual basis, you all can vote for how much you want to earmark to scholarships and how much you want to earmark to other things. But it just all goes into one pool of funding.
Oh, okay, sounds nice.
And then for the relief fund, are you guys wanting to do that for this fall term, I'm assuming?
Yeah, ideally we want to do also like this semester, but I don't know if, do we have enough time? Because I know it will be.
Yeah, so what we can do is I can create for you guys separate from the scholarship application, a short forms application, similar to what they were using for people to get technology needs. And we can just set that up to be whatever questions you guys want to ask, letting students know it's a maximum of $100 until funding is exhausted, because obviously you guys have 5,000, that's what you have. So and then we can ask whatever you guys want to ask. So basics, obviously we would be asking for like their name, their student ID, because that's how we pay them. But then you guys could ask whatever question you want to ask. So like how you were saying you'd want to ask, how are they staying positive during this time? One of the things you're going to want to ask them is, what do they need the funding? Like, what is the funding for? Or you just say, let us know your needs. So it's really whatever you guys tell me you want it to say. And then once we get that created, I can work through PIO to get that out for you guys. It'd be pretty quick.
Okay, thank you. So Jose, do we need to like set up a different like committee, like so we can have the committee meeting with Rebecca and discuss these things?
Yeah, that was a great suggestion. So let's do that. Let's set up a separate committee for relief fund and scholarship. And then Tracy, because I know in FA we didn't approve the amounts, so we'll approve them next week in FA, and then SJ will have to vote on Via's amounts next week. And that's also another thing, right? Does SGA like that idea? Does SGA like the 5,000, or is that too much, or is that too, you want to have that discussion as well.
Yeah, everyone can share their ideas, their thoughts.
Yeah,
So
I would have, sorry, Tracy. I'm just going to say that I really love the idea. I know last semester we weren't able to do as much for our students just because we didn't have the funds. And this semester we do. And we want to make sure that we can be there for our students. And I really love the idea of both having a relief fund and a scholarship. So I would really love to pursue this pathway.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Anyone else have any thoughts? So about the amount, like $5,000 for relief fund, does everyone agree, or like any suggestions?
So I do have a couple comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think that Rebecca had a bit, I'm trying to explain it. Maybe we should make with this committee a kind of visual of what we want the scholarship to be, like a plan maybe, so everyone knows like what we want out of this and what we can do for our students and what we can ask, like a visual plan. I'm a very visual person, and maybe as SGA we should make some kind of visual plan in this committee. And I'm assuming anyone can join this committee in SGA, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's at least my suggestion, so we know, like, as an SGA, what we want our intentions to be, what we want to do for our students, what we want the funding to go to, the questions we want. So maybe I can help out with that. I am a graphic designer, as all of you know. So I'm totally on board with making some kind of visual. What do you guys think about that?
Yes, Cassie, that sounds like a great suggestion. So I'm down. If you or anyone needs my help, I'll be more than happy to join in. Okay, count me in.
Yeah, it's a great idea, Castin. And thank you, Ariana. And yeah, let's just do it. Does anyone else has any comments about the amount of money we're going to take in out?
Tracy, can you just repeat the amount that you are suggesting?
So for relief fund, not refund, relief fund, it's maximum $5,000, because we want to do maybe $100 per person, like the small grant. And for scholarship, 500 per person, a total maybe like 3,000, something like that, because we haven't decided the total yet, because it really depends on like the criteria, so we can decide the amount. So we may decide the maximum amount, maybe like $3,000, or also like $5,000.
Okay, and we do have, correct me if I'm wrong, we do have already $1,000 already approved from last year.
Yeah, so
we would just need to approve 4,000 more for the relief fund, correct?
Yeah, okay. Correct.
Perfect. I'm totally on board. I don't know what anyone else has to say. Let's see. I want to hear from Alexis or Thomas or Danielle. What do you guys think?
That's good.
Sorry. So when we were discussing this in the meeting, we were all thinking 500 would be great, and we were thinking about like the hotspots for the Chromebooks, if we would be able to do it,
So I will let you know, just to give you guys a little bit of information, the district actually is waiting. They have purchased additional Chromebooks and hotspots, but technology right now is very difficult to get their hands on. So I will let you know that the district is working to get more of those, but I will find out if that is something that SGA could help with. But like we had talked about last semester, we want to make sure that you guys aren't, if there's something that like the care funds or some other fund can fund, we want you guys to be able to utilize your money how you can to support the students. We don't want you to be having to be spending money on something that another grant or area is already taking care of. but I will definitely let you guys know if for some reason that's not happening, but I will let you know they're working to get them. I know those of you that were on the Board of Trustees meeting, I know that was one of the questions that came up from Tom Ashley, and they are working to get more.
Yes, those Chromebooks and hotspots, they should be ready for next semester. I know they were trying to get it for August, and they do have a delay right now just because everyone is trying to get technology, but they will be ready for spring semester, and I believe it's 500 Chromebooks.
Yep.
That's really good to know. Thank you.
All righty,
Okay,
everyone, what do we
so-
think? Are we good?
Yeah, we're good for the amount. So maybe we can continue like discuss the total amount and approve the amount in our next week's financial affairs meeting, so we can approve the amount in our SGA like Friday's meeting. So yeah, Rebecca, one more question. So I mean, many of us are interested in doing some like fundraising events, like virtual fundraising events. I know foundations doing some like t-shirt campaign or other fundraising events. Do you have any suggestions for like what virtual fundraising events can we do this semester? Because we're not like unfamiliar with the virtual environment.
I know it definitely does change things, and it's interesting to see what appeals to people and what doesn't. It's been a little bit of a mixed bag. We had tried to do some virtual concerts over the summer that were free, and that was kind of a mixed response. I know the hope had been that maybe we eventually could have done like a low ticketed price for those, but I would suggest not doing that. I think you guys could do a shirt campaign. The t-shirt campaign that we just did actually did fairly well. People really enjoyed it. So we are looking to do another like winter campaign. So let me speak with my board and see if we could maybe earmark a percentage of those sales to come to support SGA, especially since you guys are doing a relief fund. So let me speak with my board and see if that's one way that we might be able to assist you. I have seen other people do like fun watch parties or like activities at home. So they'll do like where they'll get someone to do like we're going to do like a paint by number, and everyone's going to do it virtually. And so everyone like puts in and they get kits sent to them. So I've seen those done as virtual fundraisers. Have you guys talked at all about what you guys think that the students or yourselves might enjoy doing?
Yeah, we talked a little bit on our financial affairs meeting. I think Alexis, you have one idea, right?
Yeah, it was a raffle. I was thinking about maybe have a little raffle, and then at the end have like prizes.
Okay.
So she's talking about like maybe we can do like tickets, and students can do the raffle. Yeah, do a raffle.
Like an opportunity drawing.
Yeah, like an opportunity drawing. We have to call it an opportunity drawing because there's implications of calling it a raffle. But so were you thinking that you would try and get like an item donated, or were you thinking SGA would like purchase something like a couple of items that are sort of nicer, and then get people to purchase the tickets for a chance to win? Or how were you thinking about doing that?
We were thinking about having the student purchase the ticket, and then I was thinking about having someone donate, but that I don't really know about having someone. It's just an idea.
No, I think it's a good idea, because I think if you've got something that the students could be, especially if they know that it's going back to support themselves directly, I think that that's really a great idea. I think what we could probably do is, if there's like a group of you that are interested in, we could have a bigger conversation about like, how do we go about getting donations, who we think we might be able to approach for those donations. I think that I'm just going to say I could make a donation of a couple of items, because so we have some fun. We've just recently purchased some fun MSJC swag items. So we have like some new baseball caps, some really cool like soft blankets that we got for winter, some water bottles. So I could definitely donate some swag to you guys that we could use as some of those opportunity drawing prizes.
Oh, sorry, Rebecca, what was your question? Sorry.
Oh, no, it wasn't a question. I was just,
okay, sorry.
If there's a group of you that want to look at getting some donations, I'd be happy to work with you. And then I could also donate some items from the foundation.
Oh, okay, that would be nice. Yeah, we definitely have to like talk more in our, another like, we create another committee, we can talk about it like more specifically about donations, refund, and scholarships. So yeah.
I also think you have an opportunity if you're doing some sort of like either virtual or drive-through events or something like that. That may be another way to fundraise or to bring in items of support.
Okay, yeah. These are all great ideas. Okay, thank you, Rebecca.
You're welcome. And then I just wanted to let you guys know there is a group of us on campus that's working on. Generally, there's a few areas: PTK, the CARE program, and CalWorks, that they do things during the holidays to support like students or families in need. And in the past, those have sort of been separated out. And I don't know if you guys have discussed that at all, but I did want to let you know if SGA decides they want to do something like that, you're going to want to work through me, because we're going to do one ask to the community this year instead of trying to get different people to ask. So, or if that's just something you guys would like to just support in like wrapping gifts or being involved, you don't have to be, but I did want to throw that out there. If that's something that SGA would like to be involved with, I would like to support you in doing that.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. What do anyone think? Anyone else think is a good idea? It's a great idea.
I think it's a really great idea.
Yeah, we can discuss about it maybe next week.
Perfect. I just didn't want us to get to like November and then you guys suddenly want to do something and then I'm like, oh, sorry, like that's the station in September and you can't get on it now. So.
Yeah, we would try our best, to discuss it.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, anyone have any questions? Ask Rebecca.
I have a quick question, everyone. So thank you, Rebecca, for all this really great information. If I may, though, I do want to ask about like, I guess, virtual gift cards. I know we kind of talked about it, but it was what we were going to meet about. But yeah, so are there any problems with, because I know there's this thing with gift cards, but are there any problems with virtual gift cards, or has something changed with this environment that we're in, as far as purchasing those? And
they're still a little bit touchy about gift cards. If it's specific for like a giveaway or like a part of the opportunity drawing. So like I know PIO recently came to me and asked me to fund some gift cards because they have some surveys that they need to get completed. Okay. And historically, the opportunity to win a gift card is how they get students to complete the survey.
Sure.
And we were able to do that, but it's like, it's very defined. So they're not going to let like gift cards be ordered and then just held. Like they're, it's probably more of like it's got to be, okay, like whatever you're going to do is going to end on this date. The cards are going to come in on this date and then we'll send them out. I think I don't know that they've been able to do virtuals. Thus far, I think they're still getting physical gift cards and then they're just mailing them out.
Oh, I see. Okay. And those, of course, can still be used for like events, right? Or if it's like let's just say trivia night or something, and we have winners, those are fine. If not virtual, but like a regular gift card that's mailed out to the student, like, is that still?
They should be. I mean, they're doing it, but I will say they're trying to limit it only because there's not a lot of people on campus and there's not. So the question always comes up of like, where are the gift cards? Like, where are they being held? Where are they being stored? Yeah. So they're really trying to make it so that if they do come in, it's like they're coming in and they're going right back out again.
Okay. Do you think that there's a possibility that things could shift to a virtual gift card? I'm just curious. I guess with just everything.
There's been several of us that are wanting to do the virtual gift cards. I think it's just a matter of figuring out how that works.
Right.
Exactly. Because generally what ends up happening with a virtual gift card is like somebody has to go in with a credit card into a site and then the funding is sent. And we don't generally do things off of credit cards at the district. Right. So where like with the other ones, it's more of like an Amazon order and the gift cards come in. But Jose, let me find out. Let me ask that question.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Karen, like I said, I just approved Karen to get gift cards. So I know it's going to be a discussion with her as well. And I do know they were looking at them. We tried to do virtual gift cards for Food for Thought, like when they were mailing out those gift cards.
Yeah.
Before we were able to go back. And I know for whatever reason, they did run into a hiccup. And I think it was the credit card processing side of it. But let me see what I can find out.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Of course.
I would like to add on to that. So when we're using gift cards, I was Suzanne and Maricela, we talked about in the college activities committee about having a tally sheet for students that they can keep themselves. And then we can cross-check it at the end of the semester. So whoever has the most tally marks of going to SGA events wins a gift card. And at the end of semester. So it's going to be at a certain time. It's not going to be extended. So it's just going to be at the end of the semester, and we'll decide whoever has the most tally marks gets a gift card. Will that work out? Does that work out for gift cards?
It should. Again, it's just going to come down to business services allowing the gift cards to be purchased.
Okay.
And I think if you're looking for something end of term, I think with a lot with the gift cards, it's about coordination. So like if you know, hey, we're going to be looking to mail gift cards on this date, then they're going to be looking for, okay, we're going to order them so that they're coming in like the day or two before you're going to mail them. And then what they don't want to have happen is they're not going to hand you a stack of gift cards and be like, okay, these are your gift cards for the term. That's not going to happen.
Okay, yeah, that works out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Does anyone have any other questions for Rebecca? Going once, going twice. Alrighty, well, thank you so much, Rebecca. I really appreciate you being here with us. And please, Tracy, let's set up a meeting. That way we can discuss this more and further. And we can have this hopefully approved and ready to go next week in our meeting. And we'll have a reschedule, but that's a line item that we'll get to. But thank you so much, Rebecca.
No, not a problem. Just a quick question, because I know you guys have reached out to me. Do you want me to stay on the line for the events conversation, or do you guys want to come to me later on that?
Advisors, what do you guys think?
Yeah. Janelle, did this help answer a lot of your questions in regards to events? Okay.
I just want to know how the gift cards are distributed. So I just know that we have to do it at a certain date or a certain time, not because we can't hold the gift cards. So, okay, that works out. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they'll be, if anything, right, like Rebecca said, they'll have to be mailed out, physically mailed out, so to the students. But yeah, so Rebecca, yeah, if we have questions, we'll definitely follow up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
great information. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Bye.
Alrighty, guys. If we are good to go on this line item, Tracy, are we good to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. Alrighty. So I will move on to our second line item, which is discussion and approval of $1,000 for SGA to attend our virtual CISA leadership conference, which is next Friday. So we'll go a little bit more in depth. Advisors, do you guys just want to tell them what happened with this one?
Yes. So how many of you know who a CISA is? Some of you, right?
I know.
About it last year, but
Yeah.
that was about it, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, no
Yeah.
worries. So this is a really, really awesome student leadership conference that SGA attends every year, every fall. Normally, and it's from, of course, let me see if I might butcher the acronym, but it's California Community Colleges Student Association.
Student Affairs Association.
Student Affairs Association. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, it's a leadership conference that SGA attends every year. This kind of snuck up on us because of COVID. We thought there wasn't going to be, any conference at all. And then we happened to stumble upon this, I think this week or last week. It's a virtual conference. Cool. So this conference it can be a little expensive, when you're actually traveling to it. But we found it's a pretty good deal, $1,000 to send as many SGA students as possible. It's an institutional purchase, right? And that also includes ICC members, which will be extending an invitation to peer mentors, et cetera. So this is a really, really great opportunity that we as advisors feel you should take advantage of. Yes, of course, it may not be the same because we're not actually traveling somewhere, but I got to tell you, this is a really, really powerful conference. Nothing but great feedback from previous former SGA members and And some of you on this call may have gone. Ariana, you went last year, so you can Oh, I don't think she's on the call anymore. But yeah, we had former members attend, and just a really great experience. So it's next Friday, October 2nd, and actually we'll have to reschedule the SGA meeting because we want to give you guys a chance to go, virtually go, right? So yeah, that's what this is. So we are asking SGA, to approve $1,000. And that's if you want to go to, right? You can certainly discuss it, but we didn't want this to fall off our radar. So that's what Seesaw is.
And Jose, some questions.
Yeah.
So is it only one day, like only on October 2nd?
I believe so. Let me double check the website. I'm pretty sure it was just one day.
Yeah, in the past, like it's 3 days or 4 days. I don't even remember.
It's like 3 days. Yeah, it's usually a weekend. Yeah, this is only one day.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So the total is like $1,000.
Yes, the total is $1,000 for an institutional purchase. So as many student leaders can attend, unlimited number.
Okay.
And Jose, do you know the time frame? Yes, Catherine, thank you.
Let's see. I'm on the website now. Suzanne, do you know what time it is?
I couldn't find a schedule.
Yeah, so they haven't, for some reason, they haven't sent us a schedule.
Okay.
So we'll find out. But I mean, if it's an all day thing, it makes sense. It's a conference, so it may be a morning to afternoon.
And I have a feeling it's going to be like they're going to have different sessions. You choose which ones you attend kind of situation.
Yeah.
So you're not sitting in a Zoom for, 4 hours, 5 hours, They'll break it up a little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. And just, I guess just to see if you guys can raise your hand, I guess, to see how many of you guys are interested in attending. That way we have an idea. Raise your hand or just say, I, or you can type it in the chat as well. That way we can have an idea of how many students from SGA specifically would be able to attend.
Oh, sorry. Quick note. Thank you so much, Daly. So Daly found the schedule. So let's see.
Oh, Daly.
So really from 10 to 5:30. She shared it in the chat, but that's the time frame. 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Got it.
Yeah, it's like all day.
And there's breaks, like a lunch break, and then there's different workshops you could choose to attend. So
perfect. I'm for it. I hope everyone else is. Is there any other questions or any discussion?
I have a question on that because I'd potentially be able to, but it just kind of conflicts with my work schedule later in the day. So would I be able to go, say, in the morning from, say, 10 to a certain time? Would I have to stay all day or?
No, you don't have to stay all day. You can do whatever works for your schedule.
We all know this is super last minute, right? And we want you to get as much out of it as you can, but obviously we know you have other things going on too. So if you're only able to attend in the morning and maybe 1 or 2 sessions, then that's fine.
Okay, I'm interested.
Good, awesome. You can jump in and out. And then if we could also establish a new date, since we're not having our SGA meeting on Friday, if we could establish a new date that we could have it during the week next week.
So our SGA meeting won't occur on Friday. So we need to, find a time frame. I would say maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I don't want to do Monday or Tuesday because I feel like that's kind of early in the week, and I don't think it would work if we just had an SGA meeting, let's say today. So how many of you guys would be okay having a meeting, let's say Wednesday or Thursday, possibly?
So this is line item 5, Brian. So I don't know if you want to wait to talk about it during the.
True. Okay. Yes, we will.
Sorry,
yes.
Okay.
Okay. I will wait for the discussion in line item 5. But for now, are we good to go on this line item, guys?
Could I make a super quick comment?
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is mainly for the advisors, but so my family goes on vacation every year. Next week it'll be the 28th to the 5th. I'm gonna be available. I have Wi-Fi, I have service, but I am gonna be out of the country, so my internet connection may not be as stable. Just letting you guys know ahead of time, but I'll definitely be in contact and stuff. I'm just gonna be out of the country.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, no worries. Again, this is also benefiting other students, right? Because we want to invite ICC, you know, and peer mentors, and so, you know, no worries.
Yes, yes, definitely. All right, any other comments or questions or concerns?
And then, sorry, just to make sure, then we'd get like an email regarding like the Zoom and stuff on that. Okay, just making sure. Thank you.
We'll be sure to send out calendar invites with all that information once we have it.
Yeah.
Do we have any exact set date for that? I do know that you guys said Wednesday or Thursday, right? Correct?
Yes, we will talk about the rescheduling until line item 5. We just got a little ahead of ourselves. Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
But the conference is Friday the 2nd. So
Yeah.
that's set, but we just have to change the date of the meeting.
Yes. Any other question, comment, or concern? Alrighty, so I will go ahead and can I ask for a motion for approval?
Motion.
Okay, Daly, thank you very much. And then can I have a second?
I second. Oh, sorry.
And that was who was who?
I
Is
second.
that Alexis?
Yeah.
Perfect. Alrighty, and I will move this to a roll call since we are talking about money. And Stephanie, can you go ahead and give us with our roll call? Can you go ahead with roll call? Remember, you can you can be in favor, oppose, or abstain from a vote. And we will start with Stephanie.
Okay, so starting off, Vice President, Menifee Valley Campus, Nicholas.
Yes.
Vice
Perfect.
President, San Jacinto Campus, Victoria.
She is not present, so I'll just abstain her vote.
Okay. Student Trustee, Ariana.
She is not present for some reason, so I will definitely abstain her as well.
Commissioner of College Activities, Janelle.
Favor.
Commissioner of Financial Affairs, Tracy.
In favor.
Commissioner of Institutional Effectiveness, Stephanie. I'm in favor. Commissioner of Public Relations, Caston.
In favor.
Senator of Financial Affairs, Thomas.
Favor.
Senator of Financial Affairs, Alexis.
Favor.
And Senator of Public Relations, Daly.
Favor.
All right.
Alrighty, perfect, guys. So by a majority rule, we have approved $1,000 for SGA to attend our virtual Seesaw conference. So once we do have the dates and everything finalized, our advisors will send out the links and everything ready to go, so that we are ready to go for our conference on October 2nd. So thank you, guys. I look forward to that conference. I will move on to our third line item, which is our discussion and approval of $1,000 for virtual gift card prizes for the entire 2020-2021 school year, since this is both for fall and spring. I know that in my previous agenda, I had listed $150, but we just made it $1,000 for both semesters. That way, hopefully this also includes spending for, let's say, our end of the year ceremony. So that comes all in hand already there. Is there any questions or concerns regarding that line item?
I guess, sorry, just a comment. Since we just heard from Rebecca, the virtual gift cards are not a guarantee. I'm wondering if we would just want to change it to just prizes, just to be general, like, you know,
Yeah, just gift card prizes or.
Yeah, or
okay.
or virtual event prizes even.
Why couldn't we just do paper gift cards?
That's what she was saying that they're doing now, not virtual. But I know we did the virtual gift cards for you guys last year for pizza, so I'm confused.
Yeah.
So should we just instead just I guess fix the line item to say event prizes? That way it's just a little bit more easier for us, whether we get gift cards or anything else, just to have it listed as event prizes then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good too. If we just put event prizes or whatever, then we can also
Okay.
use it to purchase, other things. Like if we want to purchase something through Amazon or, we're not limited to just gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In this case, would I amend the line item?
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to motion, right? Motion to amend.
Motion to amend.
And then approve
Okay.
it and then.
Got it. So I motion to amend this line item for event prizes for 2020, 2021. May I have a motion of approval?
I motion.
Got it. Thank you, Stephanie. And can I have a second?
I can second.
Perfect. Thank you, Daly. And since it's money as well, can I have a roll call? Stephanie, take it away.
So sorry, 1 second, Brian. So you'll need to
Yes.
approve, not a roll call to amend, just approve, all in favor, whatever, the normal, to approve the amendment. And then you go through and do the roll call for the amended line item.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought, okay. Okay, so we did have approval of a motion to amend the line item. Now I can ask for a roll call, correct?
So you still need to approve. So we did the motion and second, but that doesn't technically approve the amendment. You still have to do a vote to approve the amendment.
Like
Does that
all
make
in
sense?
favor. Like
All in favor,
Yes.
just a regular vote.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Okay, and can I still have Stephanie then listed out then the names at that point, or do I have to
That's
do it?
only for roll call. So not for this part.
So not for this one. This one doesn't need a roll call. It just needs a regular vote. Vote
yeah.
to amend. Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. Can I have a vote to amend
Complicated.
then? All in favor?
Aye.
Say- yeah, just say aye.
Yes.
Okay. All those who oppose? Okay. And any abstentions? We do have Victoria and Ariana listed down. So now, I can do a roll call now. Got it.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
now you have to read the amended line item, motion to approve $1,000, blah, blah, blah. And
Got
then
it.
it goes to roll
Perfect.
call. Mhm.
Thank you, guys. Alrighty, so now we have our new line item, discussion and approval of $1,000 for event prizes for the entire 2020-2021 school year. Can I have a motion of approval for this?
Aye.
Got it. Thank you. And can I have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Janelle. Alrighty, and now Stephanie, take it away.
All right. So Vice President Menifee Valley Campus, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Vice President of San Jacinto Campus, Victoria, who's not present. Student Trustee Ariana, who's also not present. Commissioner of College Activities, Janelle.
I favor.
Commissioner of Financial Affairs, Tracy.
In favor.
Commissioner of Institutional Effectiveness, Stephanie. In favor. Commissioner of Public Relations, Caston.
This is line item 3.
Yes.
Yes.
I approve.
Senator of Financial Affairs, Thomas.
In favor.
Senator of Financial Affairs, Alexis.
In favor.
And Senator of Public Relations, Daly.
In favor.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty. Thank you, Stephanie. And by a majority rule, we did approve $1,000 for virtual event prizes for 2020-2021 school year. So thank you, guys. I will move on to our next line item, which is discussion of new SGA events for fall 2020. Alrighty, Danielle, take it away.
Okay, so in our committee meeting, we talked about a few events. Let me just bring it up. We talked about a music study session, and I know that Daly, you were saying that you made a flyer for that.
That's correct.
Okay, so I talked to Suzanne and Maricela, and we said we can do it every Wednesday, since that probably works out for everyone.
And do you have a specific time too that I can add?
We were thinking a morning and afternoon session, so maybe like 9 to 11 or 9 to 10 even just an hour, or and two, I don't know, maybe 1 to 3 maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know what really works for everyone because everyone has a different schedule, but what does everyone think would be a good time?
Maybe around like 10 to 11.
Okay, we can do that. So 10 to 11 and maybe 1 to 2. I think those times would work out. And we can have students request like for music selection in the chat, and someone can moderate it on like Spotify or any music streaming platforms.
Perfect. I think having it at 1 hour is best, just to try it out and see how it goes. And then if we do have a positive, I guess, feedback to it, then we can definitely extend it, depending on what like our advisors' schedules is as well. Just making sure that we have them as well present. And I think 1 hour should be good to go. The time frame, I think it's pretty good too. I just want to make sure that our advisors are good to go with that time as well.
Okay. Or are the advisors good with the time?
Can you repeat the time again?
10 to 11 for the morning session and 1 to 2 for the afternoon session.
And gotcha. I agree with Brian. Just because this is brand new, I don't think we need the multiple sessions.
Okay.
So we could start off with an hour. So then so if we had to narrow it down to 1 hour, what time do we want to go ahead and do it?
I would say in the morning, because I know a lot of like my classmates, they have classes in the afternoon. So I think the morning we can try it out and see how it goes.
Okay, so then we'll start it off Wednesdays 10 to 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so I know we talked about this next event before, the movie night, and Caston brought up about watching Black Panther. Was it Caston? I'm not too sure, but
yeah, it was me.
Okay, so we can have a movie night. I'm not sure when it will be, but Suzanne brought up the idea of using Binge Together, and you can use it for Disney Plus and other movie and TV streaming platforms.
So quick chime in about that. I tried creating it with Disney Plus and it wasn't letting me.
Oh, okay.
So we might have to revert back to Netflix for this one, just because it's already next week.
Okay.
So if you guys want to choose a movie for that. On
Netflix. Do they not have Black Panther on Netflix?
No, it's only on Disney Plus.
Wow. So does anyone have any movie suggestions?
And let me see, our advisors, just a quick question. We have to keep this movie PG, correct? Or is it PG-13?
No. It doesn't have to be, it can be rated R. It doesn't matter.
We just should provide like a disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
Or like,
okay.
Warning. That's all.
Got it.
So any suggestions? I don't watch that on
Netflix, so I don't even know what's on it.
I don't have Netflix, so I'm not too sure.
And this is coming up next Thursday, so just something to keep on your radar, and hopefully if you are available, you can attend.
And this new website that we kind of tested, it's a little different than the watch party because it has a video chat, video option. So you're kind of in a Zoom and then also watching the movie together. Yeah. So it makes it a little more interactive for students.
I like Daly's suggestion, the B movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I love that movie.
What else? I don't know what they have.
We can definitely check out Halloween movies just because it is the first day of October, and I think that would be a great, I guess, genre to select. Ooh, Shrek. Yeah, Shrek is really good too. Hocus Pocus, yes, but I think it's just on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's just on Disney Plus. I watched it the
Yeah,
other
that's
day.
a great movie though. Yeah.
So maybe
Let
we
me
can
see.
decide in the college committee's meeting next Tuesday on what movie, because I can research it, because I thought we were going to be using Disney Plus, but yeah, I can research it more and I can give everyone suggestions.
So yeah, why don't we come up? I think we're gonna have to find out sooner, only because we need to start marketing. So why don't I don't want to take initiative here, but or if one of you guys wants to pick 3 movies, send it out in an email, have everybody vote, and whichever one gets the most votes wins, as long as we can find out by Monday, just because we need to start getting marketing out for it.
Okay, I can send out a survey by tonight, so everyone can begin to vote over it.
Scream would be a good one, Caston. I don't know if that's on there.
Scream is good. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay, so Janelle, you can go ahead and make that survey. Send it out to everyone, and then everyone here in our call, and then as well as Victoria and Ariana, please make sure you fill it out by tonight. That way we can get something resolved and we can let our advisors know, and then we can start promoting and having this promoted through our social media platform. So let's go ahead and complete that survey by tonight, please.
Yeah, and if you guys can, I don't know if there's already a flyer started, but if you guys can create that flyer so we can have it ready to start marketing on Monday once it's decided.
Ooh, Insidious is a good movie too. Okay, perfect. Is there any other questions, concerns, comments in regards to this line item, guys?
Oh, so are we gonna select from scary and Halloween vibe movies?
Yes, I would love to go that direction, but it's totally up to you guys.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And then also just to again make sure. So would you want the music hour? Do you want that flyer done by Wednesday? Do you want to start that on Wednesday or?
We wanted to be we want to have the music session on next Wednesday, right? Or do you want to wait for next Wednesday?
I think next.
Suggestion, yes.
Okay. So yeah, I would just like the flyer by Wednesday, and then we can have next Wednesday.
Okay, so on my calendar, so by like, the 8th, or not the 8th, sorry, the 7th, correct?
Yes, correct.
That's the first day. Okay.
I would think that would be best. That way we can take advantage of our movie night and then start promoting there as well. That way students know that we are having this music hour, and I think that would have bigger turnout if we were to have it 2 weeks from now instead of 1 week from now, because students really wouldn't know. So I think definitely having having it start in 2 weeks is much better.
Okay. What hour is it again? It's 10 to 11.
Yes, in the morning.
Yes. Perfect. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns?
I think that's about all from me, but yeah.
Alrighty, well, if anyone doesn't have anything else to say, I will go ahead and move on. And lastly, we come to our discussion and approval of rescheduling our SGA meeting on October 2nd to a different day between next week. I know we talked about Wednesday and Thursday. How does that work for everyone?
Fine with me.
Yeah, I'm able to go on Wednesday. Depends on the time.
Okay. Because I know Thursday is not really a good day for you guys, because I know we're kind of busy with classes. I would love to have like a 2-hour block like we do with like we do in our SGA meetings. So what's a good time frame? Is Wednesday morning better or Wednesday afternoon?
I can do morning because I have classes from 2 to 3 on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do the morning.
Okay, I see Cassie put it in the chat 8 to 10 a.m. How does that work? Our advisor is good to go as well with that time frame.
Can we do 8:30?
Yeah, I
It's
think
like extra
8:30.
half hour to catch up in the morning before we start.
Yeah, I'm good with any time on Wednesday morning, but just to say, like, FA has a meeting at 11 a.m., but we can definitely reschedule it to the afternoon if we think we are going to do in the morning, maybe like 9 to 11. I don't know. I'm also good with 8 to 10, like 8:30 to 10:30.
So sometimes when we rescheduled in the past for these meetings, we've done an hour just because usually, in
Okay.
3 days, however long it's been since we met last, we don't really have that
Yeah.
many agenda items anyway. So if you guys want to do 8:30 to 9:30 or even 8:30 to 10, I think an hour and a half is plenty.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Definitely. I would say 8:30 to 10 as well. How does
works.
everyone feel about that?
Yeah, it works for me.
Me personally, I might get called in to work, so I don't know exactly yet, but I'd be sure to let you guys know.
Okay, perfect. So we do have one person that's on the maybe side. I do have Caston, Stephanie, Janelle, Alexis, good to go. Thomas and Nick, is that good for you guys as well? I just want to meet quorum as well.
Yes.
Okay, Thomas is good to go, and Nick.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, perfect. So I think 8:30 to 10. Sorry, I apologize. My neighbors are like crazy. So 8:30 to 10, is that good for everyone then? Good for our advisors?
Yes, that works. And I'll be sure to create the link and send a calendar invite for that.
Perfect. Okay, guys. So our next SGA meeting will be next Wednesday. Is it the September 30th?
I thought we agreed to Thursday, or is that?
Yeah, I thought we were talking about Wednesday.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
So
but it is September 30th, right? Or
yeah, the 30th.
Okay.
So September 30th, 8:30 to 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Alrighty, guys. So we are good to go. If no one has anything else to say on this line item, are we good to go? Going once, going twice. Sold. Alrighty, guys. Well, we do have our next SGA meeting then, September 30th from 8:30 to 10 a.m. And I'll move on, go ahead and call for any agenda items that you guys would like to call for our next SGA meeting.
Yeah, what about the written reports? That we having written reports as well as spoken reports. What do you got? Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to have those in, I would say, institutional effectiveness meeting? We can discuss that in the committee meeting because I feel like, yeah, I think we could better discuss that one there instead.
Okay. Yeah, it is on the agenda for the next meeting. So. IE meeting.
Okay, cool.
Jose, we're gonna say.
When's that next meeting for you guys for IE?
Thursday, right?
Thursday. Okay.
Is it? Let me check my calendar.
Didn't we have it yesterday?
Yeah.
At 2:12?
I believe it was at 2 or 12.
I don't know. I don't remember, but I think it's
I don't know.
Thursday.
I have so many meetings that it's like it's so confusing too.
12 to 1 is what I see on.
Yeah, 12 to 1. That's what it was.
Okay. Cool. I mean, yeah, you can discuss it, but I guess until IE approves it, then we approve it in SGA. So it's up to you, Brian, or if you guys want to continue discussing it or just have the discussion in IE.
Let's just get an IE, and if it gets to be approved in SGA meetings, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, perfect, guys. Any other agenda items?
Do we want to discuss creating another committee next week? And how do we do it?
Yeah, advisors, what would be our take on this?
And this is a committee for discussion about the what Rebecca we were speaking on, right? Is that the
Yeah,
committee?
maybe it's called like scholarship committee, something like that.
Like a work group, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is it going to be for the scholarship and the relief fund, or is it just a scholarship?
Scholarship,
For both.
refund, donations, any like fundraising, we can also talk about. Yeah.
So, sorry, quick note on that. I'm 100 or 99% sure that IE needs to approve that as well, because it's like an additional structure being added to SGA, right? In a sense.
Okay.
So we can have that discussion in IE, and then of course, you know, USJ will officially approve this subcommittee. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
sounds
wondering
great.
too if maybe we just want to do this work in FA.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
You guys can, you know. I mean, all that really changes is the name, right? So
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Just Rebecca suggests like, I don't know. I'm fine with like, yeah, you know.
Or I mean, it's items related to finances, right? So maybe it could just be relevant in the FA.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Whatever you all want to do. And of course, SGA members, you know, should attend these meetings if they want to provide some input. Well, what I do want to also, I don't know. So here's the thing too. Some members can't make FA, right? I don't know if there are any members on this call that want to be part of that subcommittee that can't make FA. Maybe that's when we actually do consider creating a subcommittee that fits everyone's schedule.
Yeah, so just don't know if anyone can attend our FA meeting at 11 a.m. like every Wednesday or every other Wednesday. I'm not sure.
So Tracy, here's what I'm gonna suggest you do for FA then. Can you send an email to the group and just get everyone's input? Like just ask, do you want to be part of the subcommittee? And then we'll go from there to figure out what time works best for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then of course we'll approve it in IE. So.
Okay. So I will send out a survey maybe, and everyone can put their time if they are available at what time. So yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Is there a minimum requirement of subcommittee members, or is there like a minimum that we're supposed to have now? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, it's more of a work group. So.
Yeah, I guess everyone wants to join.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Any other call for agenda items then?
I just have to add, I'm making the survey right now, and I have Scream and Insidious, and I don't know how to say that, but I need a third option. So does anyone have anything else that they would like to add to the movie choices?
What you could do too is also just like have I guess like a question where you can input your own suggestions, and then we can also see like what are the tallies if anyone else has any other options, and if for some reason we have multiple suggestions for a movie, then that way we could also have that listed as an option.
Okay, cool.
So Scream is not on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So, but Insidious is. So.
Okay. I'll research it and we'll decide.
Perfect. Alrighty, guys. Well, if there's no other agenda items, I will go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Are we good to go before I adjourn this meeting?
Yes.
Alrighty. Perfect. Thank you, Thomas. Alrighty, guys. I will adjourn this meeting at 11:25 a.m.